We picked Punta Cana because we got married there 5 years ago. So on April 18th, we decided, well, that's when we wanted to go back and celebrate our 5-year anniversary. So, and
Are you gonna cry?
yeah, a little bit.
He's the crier. I'm not.
They just went out of their way. And they got us the same hotel room in it.
Yeah. No, it was amazing. With my original diagnosis, it was July 2015. It was very shocking because you don't like to think that there's anything wrong with you, especially something as big as cancer.
It was very surreal. It was my family doctor. We were in his office.
Everything he said, it's like when we left, and we were driving home, and then it's like, what just happened?
I remember just looking out the window. It was like he was talking, I was looking out the window, and I was like, there's gotta be something he's gonna say here that's gonna change this, and he didn't.
After I was diagnosed, I met my oncologist, went through all the steps. There was chemotherapy, there was surgery, there was radiation, and then we thought we were done with all of that. And then it was about a year later is when I got re-diagnosed, and it turns out that probably since about the beginning, it had always moved, but they missed that. So I'd already been living for about a year and a half as stage 4, but not knowing it, which it's almost better not to know. You know, you live a little outside of that, you don't have to dwell on it so much or think about it so much. But now we're in the stages where we do have to continue treatment for it and keep that in mind. And going forward, things are very different when you're originally diagnosed with breast cancer to when you're diagnosed stage 4 breast cancer.
You're dealing with it on a daily basis already, and then you find out that, like the doctor said, there's no going back to stage 3, and there's no stage 5. Mm-hmm. So you're going to be in stage 4. So you remain tough, and you do try to laugh every day, and you say, you know what, I'm not going to let this really overtake everything. You're going to try to still live normally and try to be as normal as possible. But at the end of the day, you know, it's there every single day. And then you find out that it's going to be there every single day. Like there's not going back. No.
Believe it or not, sometimes you forget that it's going to be every single day. Like you actually, like I forget, like I'll be like, I'm tired, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, when is this going to be over? And then I remember and I'm like, oh yeah. And sometimes those are the bad days where I'm like a little bit of a monster. And luckily my husband loves me.
So a lot of people talked about supports, and Melanie's Way came up as one of the support groups to kind of help.
I figured with everything going on in the year, how crazy it's been, my re-diagnosis, all the stresses and everything, I knew our 5th anniversary was coming up, so I thought I'd take a shot in the dark. And I went onto the Melanie's Way website and I printed out the forms, and I didn't tell Jeremiah.
We're going through everything. Like Sarah can't work, so now we're down to 1 income. Would it be nice to travel? Yeah. Absolutely. Can we afford to travel? No.
We did get a call. I think it was a Friday night. It was a Friday night. We were sitting around. Robert called and asked if it was Sarah, and he said he was from Melanie's Way, and he said, and we've selected you, and you guys, it's being granted. I was in shock. It doesn't happen, right? It doesn't happen. Like, I applied for the thing 3 weeks before, and then this complete stranger calls me up out of the blue and tells me that they're sending us away to celebrate our anniversary in the Dominican. That doesn't happen. I told my oncologist, I'm like, I'm going away for our anniversary. We're going. I'm making it there. There's not going to be any medical emergencies. This is not stopping me. And we went. I think I always need a deadline. I need something there so I can work towards, because then I get really headstrong about it. I'm like, I'm doing this. I still don't even know how to explain how it helped us. The planning of it I don't know if I've been 100% present for a lot of that because I was still in my mind with everything that was going on around us, with like worrying about my health, the drugs, is this working? My lungs, are they getting better? Oncologist appointments, your job, bills, blah, with everything. And then on the side, I'd get emails planning this trip. And I was like, yeah, that looks good or something. And it, you know, you just one foot here and one foot there. And then when we went, it was like,
Yeah. So it's almost like it's like the constant buzz of life kind of stopped, and it was like kind of back on vacation.
I liked even our like siesta time because we don't get to just like lay down the middle of the day here together and like read a book and have naps.
That's my favorite time. Siesta
Just
time.
honestly, like doing those things is just, we got a week of doing stuff that we needed a timeout, and I got to be normal for a week of just not going to appointments and not having to worry about that. And I mean, all we had to worry about was like going for a walk on the beach, hanging out in the pool. Where are we gonna eat lunch today? You know, so it was just so nice to be able to go back there because we have so many good memories there, especially from our wedding.
Hi guys, it's Sarah and Jeremiah from the Dominican. Another beautiful day here. Thank you so much again. We are really enjoying our trip. We're having a wonderful time in the sun.
You know, it's a real pleasure to be back after 5 years. It's exactly the way we remember it, and it's just really, really special. And don't know how to say thank you. Really don't.
Oh, I'm all right. No, I would say, well, it was.
No,
it was
I
such
know.
A, you know, like that was what everything they did was so.
It's true. It's true. They're amazing.